And yeah, we are live. Am I in Sweden? No, I'm not, but we have someone who is in Sweden at the Swedish festival. Hi, Callum, how are you?
Yeah, I'm here. It's a very quirky room we're in, actually. There's like
Yeah,
chandeliers and everything.
yeah, those chandeliers look sick.
Super cool.
Is
Super
is
cool.
Sia,
But we're in like a
is Sia performing today with this song?
no, but we have like an old library here and a bar behind me. It's a really interesting venue, and of course the festival is interesting too. There's been some great talks this morning. Eric has just finished up on his dependency inversion talk, which was super interesting. We had a great demo of e-commerce this morning. A few different things.
Yeah, and I also seen Marcus Johansson just before went live here, and also a lot of positive feedback after his talk on Twitter was flying around, and it was a V8 related talk, and he demoed how to build stuff using V8. For example, the multilingual side, and I've seen some other fancy tools and tweets about packages support for V8, etc.
V8, yeah, there was quite a few. As I think Neil said, it was the talk by Marcus basically means he doesn't have to do a V8 slides ever again. He can just steal those slides and be like, this is everything that's in V8, everything that's changed.
Yeah, umbraCoffee V next will be also in V8, right? And Callum, we are getting close to 1 year of doing umbraCoffee.
Next week.
Yeah, next week is our 52nd episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time
flies. I've invested in new camera, by the way. Let me know if the quality is getting better and better. I'm feeling like a real streamer right now, so that's good.
I've got my hoodie on today.
Me too, representing.
Hey, so we'll publicize some details for a plan for next week for our birthday episode.
Yeah. Okay, so if we are talking about festivals, of course, we are all getting recovered from the great UK festival, and you are still standing next to the bar. So I think that you will. I
haven't left recovered.
The bar. Yeah, so we had a great festival, and maybe I will share some insights and details from it. Just let me find the correct monitor. But the first thing which we wanted to start is something what is a really sad information. Every time when I was meeting Tim Payne, I was amazed by the number of the bands on his wrists, and we've got notified that he lost his bands. And people are afraid if the skills of around umbraco development is getting away as well. And yeah, it was looking really amazing. But referring to the bands, we also had a great discussion.
Oh goodness!
Katie started the thread on Twitter about the bands. If we should form new ones, and how the other ones will be competing with it, and it transferred into really massive discussion. And, and a lot of inspiration.
There's going to be a Spice Girls. A Spice Girls band. There's going to be some boy bands.
There were
a rap group.
There were some really great ideas. I went with one called Descendants Child.
Descendants Child.
Yeah, singing the search by name. Yeah, search by name. But so yeah, if you will have any other ideas for the band names, feel free to submit them on our Twitter, and I'm more than sure that we will end up with some kind of idol competition or something karaoke related at some of the festivals.
I think a lot of this has been spurred from the karaoke that happened after the UK festival, which was truly a sight to see.
Yeah, and I've seen that Anthony is still not recovered after singing some kind of rock songs.
Yes, his voice is still gone.
Cool, but yeah, getting back to Umbraco UK Festival, we've released pictures from the festival. They are looking really great. That's our hoodie, and yeah, if you missed the festival, feel free to catch up what happened there on those amazing photos. And still, I'm amazed by the venue. This Barbican tropical island is looking really cool. And there were also pictures from a photo booth, right?
We did have a photo booth, and I think people might have thought that these photos were totally secret and they were never going to see the light of day when they got printed out, and that was it. But no, we got them, we stole them, and we have all of them on the internet.
Yeah, maybe I won't be revealing the particular ones, but yeah, I'm more than sure that some of the people didn't realize that they were released, and I even didn't realize that they will be released as high quality single pictures somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're very high quality.
Yeah, we should definitely shout out for everyone who is on those pictures.
Yes.
And if you want to, if we'll be ever trying to find out the embarrassing pictures of any Umbraco community members who went to this festival, it will be definitely easier this time.
Super easy to find now.
Okay, I will end it here. And we can move to some feedback released after the festival. We've seen some of the reviews shared right on the community, and maybe that it's a good point to shoot out for any other reviews. If you were attending the festival and you wrote any blog post and maybe it got missed or it wasn't shared anywhere outside of specific niche or circle, feel free to also ping us, and you, Callum, as an organizer, you are looking forward constantly for any feedback, right? Good, bad, whatever else to improve for the next editions and years. So if you will have anything to share publicly or privately, feel free to do that, right?
Yeah, so absolutely. This was a really nice blog post, nice roundup of the day from the team at Etch, which was really cool. And I saw there was also one where someone, it was Jamie live tweeted the hackathon, which is a really alternative approach to blogging, so it's kind of more spontaneous. But yeah, these kind of things are great and really good for us getting feedback.
Something like that from hackathon in the past, and I was also amazed that it's easier to gather information in one place and then just represent it as a timeline.
Of course.
But one blog post was different, right?
One was slightly different. I think Mark Goodson unfortunately couldn't make it. However, he's written a fantastic write-up of the day as if he was there, and it's ever so convincing. It did take me a little while to properly work out that he wasn't there. Sadly, couldn't make it.
I was thinking loud if I missed Mark somewhere during the day, or there were so many people out there that it was possible, right?
Yeah.
But then I realized that Mark was really not attending this year. But great write-up, great review. So thanks, Mark, for sharing.
Well, whilst we're on the topic of festivals, Marcin, so obviously we are here in Sweden.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into organizing these events, as we both know from Poland and from UK and all kinds of other things. But this event is no exception. And we actually have Emma, who is the organizer of the Sweden Festival alongside Jens.
Hello. Hi, Marcin.
And firstly, huge congratulations for this, because it's a really, really awesome day so far. And people are eating their lunch right now, and it smells amazing too. But
it's not visible on Twitter and Instagram, so I'm yet.
Do you want to say just a little bit about kind of what's gone into this, about the day? Where to start?
Where to start? It's really nice that it is finally here. It's been a lot of work preparing and
a lot of sleepless nights.
I haven't sent the invoices from last month yet. Can do it some other time. But it's really nice. It's so much nice people here and nice speeches. I'm really happy.
One thing I was really impressed with actually was these goodie bags. So they are like a laptop bag. Whoa. Rather than a tote bag, and inside you said just in case it was going to rain.
Yeah, it's just because I have
an
umbrella and it's not raining today.
We have umbrellas, a branded umbrella.
Wow,
really cool. Some really cool swag, and I think a hat as well.
It's
a nice beanie hat.
It's even better than MacBook Pro. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I was attending the first edition last year, and I was really amazed by the all efforts. But this year is not in the office. The venue looks cool. Those chandeliers are really attractive.
Yeah, we're in like an old villa, right? Like an old house, basically. With
Mansion.
We're in a mansion. We're in this library right now, and there's huge rooms down here with chandeliers, and upstairs, some nice rooms, very grand staircase. Very, very cool venue.
Yeah, and we thought it would be nice to have a venue that we have for ourselves. We can still have two tracks there, but we don't have it in a hotel where we share it with. Dentist is in the town.
And it's not corporate, and it's very umbraco-y, I think, to go to somewhere that's a little bit alternative. So very good choice on venue.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all reminding all those old episodes from Umbraco Unicorners. When they were recording the series, right?
Yep, absolutely. Or even the Umbracos, those very, very old little sketches that Niels and co made in a place very, very similar to this. They dressed up in like old jackets and stuff and pretended they were like royals, and it's very amusing.
Cool. So enjoy the rest of the festival. We are all jealous here, and I've also seen on the YouTube chat that people were saying that unfortunately they couldn't make it this year, but share as much as you can from the day. I've seen a lot of tweets already. You are doing a great work on Instagram, where I'm living now, and I've seen a lot of stories and pictures from the festival, which is great. So people can see, and they will hopefully attend next year, right?
Yep. And Gothenburg's a beautiful city too. Yes. So even just for the trip to the city, it's well worth it.
It is. It's a nice place. Yep. Everyone seems to be surprised over how big Gothenburg was.
Yeah.
They thought it would be
like small. A tiny little town, but no, it's a real city.
Awesome. But maybe it's a good transfer to some smaller meetings and meetups, which are also happening all over the world, right? Not only festivals are happening there. And Callum, you've become a face of Surrey Meetup, which is
apparently I'm the face of the Surrey Meetup.
How much did they pay for you? Because
I've not sent the invoice yet, but my agent will be in touch.
Yeah. We have a solid law department here in umbraCoffee. Everyone knows that. So yeah, when it's the last Surrey meetup? It's
next week, I think, or the week after.
Yeah, and we've seen Minneapolis meetup yesterday, right? It was happening for the first time, and also London meetup is ahead next Thursday. And what else? Virtual meetup tomorrow. And I'm once again cannot attend, so I
can't either.
And let me just share my screen because I have so many meetup.com bookmarks open that it will be easier to just show it. So yeah, we have a meetup in Denmark, right? And we will be able to see the curators and the PR team from Umbraco.
They're all going to be over there. They're doing like a mini hackathon, I think, between themselves, or a brainstorm-a-thon or whatever you want to call it. So there's quite a few people over there that week to speak at the meetup just about what they've been up to, what they've been doing.
Yeah, and new meetup on the map, not so new because it's a reborn, the meetup in Barcelona, and it's happening at November 28th.
Towards the end of the month.
Really good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward for the meetup in January because I will be visiting Barcelona in January.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be.
Make it happen.
Yeah, and also the November meetup at the same day. Wow, in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Run by Owen and rest of the gang there. Really cool and packed calendar for the events, right?
It is, yeah, absolutely. And I'm actually surprised. I think everyone's trying to squeeze these events in this final part of the year. This is the last festival of the year, finally. We have so many events this year, but I think everyone's just trying to get one of those meetups in before Christmas again. It's great to see that there's still a lot of energy in the community and a lot of talks coming out of it. There was some people that were inspired off the back of the UK festival to go and do talks. We even had people doing their first ever talk at the UK festival, which was really, really cool to see. And then people go, "Oh, it went so well. I'm I'm really thinking of submitting something to Code Garden or to another festival in the future. So it's nice to see a bunch of new faces as well at some of these events.
Yeah, and we've also listed a thread on Twitter about helping out with the call for proposals as well. And every time when we are opening the call for proposals for any festival, we are open for helping people to find what's the best topic for them, because it's good to see new topics. It's not like we are accepting or waiting for the same people to submit the same talks, because there is always a room for people who want to just start their journey of public speaking. And let me maybe share my screen, because there were a couple actions, and one of them which is included is Carol, of course, who was asking for online version of the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can all help, and Ravi, from what we can see, is open to also help. So definitely, it's worth to.
So this call for proposals day is in March, I believe, and it's just a way of you getting sitting down with someone either who's really experienced in writing proposals for conferences, or maybe you going along and saying, hey, I can help you out. I've done that. I think it's hosted in London, but I think there might be stuff all around the world happening. Mm-hmm. It's like a hackathon, except your contribution is a call for proposal, which is quite cool.
I know that the same organization is doing some kind of speakers workshops, and there's a high chance that those speakers workshops will be also handled in Warsaw in the next year, in March, if I remember correctly. We are still talking with the organizer, and if those events are related, that might make sense, because it's definitely helping people to be to not focus only on development or IT in general, but also to spread the word and share the knowledge, which is, we all know, one of the most important things in our industry, and not only.
Absolutely.
What else do we have on our agenda? I need to just take a look, because
it has been a surprisingly busy week. Like I said, I think that energy off the back of all of these festivals coming to the end of the year, people are just getting out there and doing some things. There was a ton of releases this week. In fact, 2 from one guy. I think it's Sebastian. He's from Belgium, and he's done 2 packages this week, or released 2 packages this week. We have one that was the that was it. The icons for the
Tiny MC icons.
Tiny MC font awesome icons. So you can just drop those in, and they're then part of your content. That's super cool. And then there was the other one, which is some events, document events.
The same. It's something what I found, and I found it really useful, because we often write a code which is handling events around specific document types, and here we have an extension which enabling us to create a document type specific event handlers, which are fired only for the elements of specific document type, which is really cool. And I didn't check the code yet.
In my opinion, that should be a feature of core, to be honest.
We can use the naming conventions, right? Because we have already models builder behind the scenes, so it might be something really, really interesting as a core feature.
Absolutely. For me, I've said this, I kind of every week or so, I do a contribution of the week. For me, this is my contribution of the week. My favorite contribution this week. It's a really, really nice addition.
Yeah, really
fantastic work.
We also had some umbraCoffee package.
umbraCoffee, yes. So for those that don't know, Blazor is a way of running .NET framework, or .NET Core, sorry, in the browser using WebAssembly. So write your Razor code and it will kind of run in the browser, which is awesome. And at the UK festival, Jamie came and did a talk about this, and he's built a prototype that uses Umbraco headless and Blazor to pull content and render it on the front end and stuff. So in this case, he's put it all up on GitHub. You can use it however you want. You can run the demo. I haven't had the chance to do it yet, but it looks like a lot of work has gone into this, and the talk was really good. Highly recommend taking a look. There was, even off the back of that talk, some discussions on Twitter about maybe the future of the Umbraco back office. So instead of using Angular, using Razor in the browser for all the back office presentation logic, which might make a lot of sense as well. So
Yeah,
this is a really
if it
nice
still
thing.
will be around .NET Spirit, definitely that's the aim or goal. And also we have a pulse package called our Umbraco health checks, and I've seen some pull requests flying around. People were submitting their own health checks to grow this library, and it's really interesting to see them gathered, and community effort to combine all the health checks in the one place.
Absolutely.
It's a great idea.
Like a health checks contrib project for the community
Oh,
to just build a nice library of them.
Yeah, that's amazing. And speaking about poll, we've also listed the article, which refers also to Umbraco UK Festival, because from what we know, the inspiration for creating this article was a training and session run by Ismail during the UK Festival, and we can
a video too, right?
Yes, there is a video on YouTube channel, which probably should be listed somewhere on this blog post, but we will also include the link in the video description. So if you haven't done anything with donut caching or caching at all with Umbraco or any ASP.NET MVC application, there is a really great tutorial how to start doing it, because it might help for your application to become better in performance area. And we've had a lot of other blog posts listed for today to discuss. And from Umbraco side, there were some kind of diaries released this week. Sophie wrote a record-breaking month diary fall 11, and we can learn how many pull requests were submitted and merged during the Hacktoberfest and October in general to the docs. And some of them
versioning.
Yes, right now, as I wanted to say, some of them were already merged, deployed, and they are live. And I've even seen them email from Sebastian today with information about my pull request merged for our Umbraco. So it's not only about documentation, it's all about other projects and all the projects which are visible for any community members and people who are looking for details about Umbraco. And yeah, PR team chronicles from Hacktober. Which are amazing, and I was impressed. Probably we should also loudly say high five for Ken Jacobsen for the amount of pull requests submitted, which is 36 pull requests out of 166 pull requests in this month.
Insane.
That's insane. And we all remember how we were suffering trying to find additional time for making 5 pull requests to complete the Oktoberfest challenge at all. And here we have 7 Oktoberfest challenges completed. Big high five, Ken, and we've seen also on Twitter that it's not the end. So we are all looking forward for more amazing pull requests. Another blog post which was released today during the night is about Azure Active Directory, and I found it because we were looking for Azure Active Directory integration lately. And that's amazing that Shannon wrote a really great tutorial also how to set up it on Azure and then in the Umbraco to make it work with Umbraco back office. Great tutorial, great blog post. And yeah, we can head up to the one of the last items on our list, and our own Katie, who was featured on the community corner in Owen's blog series. Katie was nominated by Nick. I've missed this part about the nominations. Do you know?
I think there was a thread on our Umbraco, or maybe it was on Twitter, where Owen said, "Shout out to anyone you think is community corner worthy," and Nick put forward a few people, including Katie, which is great to see.
Yeah, I know that Katie is watching us. She is really active on our YouTube chat. So, Katie, congrats. Feel free to nominate anyone else who is new in Umbraco community. It's a great series to just know people who were sometimes behind the scenes, right? Or not so visible across the community. And that transfers us to the really great final point on our agenda. I just don't want to pronounce this name bad. So
the name is Sean.
Okay, so we've seen this tweet about non-development people in Umbraco community, because I've listed it on our list as Umbraco is not only for developers, right? We all know that. We've seen Ed's talk and also referral to this talk today that editors are sometimes the number one, and not sometimes they should be always the number one. So we, as Umbraco community, we want to meet other people who are using Umbraco, building Umbraco sites, just maybe sometimes suffering because of our solutions, or just doing something Umbraco related, not directly by writing the code. So we will list the link to this tweet, and feel free to let all us know, and also let know on Twitter if you are doing Umbraco and maybe you are watching umbraCoffee as well.
Yeah.
That would be great, right? Because we are focusing mostly on development stuff, and maybe we should change the point of direction.
Of course, we can always have stuff from editors and just end users. Even with the festivals, we try to make sure that everything. I was speaking to Sian actually at the UK festivals, her first Umbraco event. She said she got a lot out of it, which is really nice to hear. But it just shows how we've tried to put on a bit of diverse content, so you don't have to be technical, or you don't have to be a developer. Sorry.
Yeah. And Owen just said on the chat that the Edinburgh meetup this month is all about non-devs in our community.
Awesome.
Which is awesome. So yeah, looking forward for outcomes from this meetup, and not only, we are all looking forward to meet new people who are starting or looking to start doing something Umbraco related, right?
Totally.
Yeah, and that's all what we've prepared for today. Callum, do you have anything else to say?
The only thing I need to say is I'm getting hungry, so.
I think that a lot of people who are looking at you right now are just trying to fetch what's the favorite drink behind you.
Well, we can go and have a closer look if you need.
Yeah, do a quick
We have a ton of things, like there's a Smirnoff there. There's some different gins. We've got some rums, whiskies. There's Hennessy. There's some ciders and some beers up the top there too. There's quite a bit of stuff.
And where is the non-alcoholic table?
There is some non-alcoholic things at the bottom there.
Oh, that's nice. I know. I'm more than sure that there's a lot of tonic and gins, referring to the Jens passion and hobby in drinking and reviewing them.
Lots of gin and tonics at the pre-party yesterday.
Oh yeah, cool, Callum. So enjoy the rest of the day, and as always during the festival, share as much as you can to let us be up to date.
I will tweet as much as I can. I'm doing a talk at 2:15 and also hosting a panel straight after that. So with that will be members of HQ, and we can ask some questions from the audience. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, like I say, I'll share as much as I can.
Cool. Okay, so thank you very much, all of you here who are really active. Hi, Sian, and Owen, and all the rest of the gang who was chatting during the episode. Thank you for all of you who are watching now and will be watching later. And we are heading to have our 52nd umbraCoffee next week, man.
Yes, wait for some news on how you can get involved in that, because we're going to try and get as many people as we can involved. We'll publicize something in the next couple of days.
Yeah. Cool, Callum. So we won't be keeping you longer far from lunch. Enjoy the day, and thank you all of you. Thank you for joining. And yeah, say hi to everyone else there.
I will.
Bye then.